I received an invitation to attend the demo day at the Interactions Laboratory, or iLab, of the University of Calgary. It's been over 10 years since I was finishing my PhD in the iLab, but I've maintained a connection ever since. Research has always been the foundation of most of my work, and I'm always inspired by the creativity of the projects from the lab.
What we are hoping to do and what we'll do today is basically take you through a glimpse or show you a glimpse of what our students and us do here.
This event started with a presentation from each of the professors about their diverse research areas, from Dr. Lora Ohelberg's FabLabX makerspaces, to Dr. Wesley Willett's Data Experience Lab, to the search and rescue projects of Dr. Tony Tang's Rice Lab, to the robotic and virtual interactions of Dr. Ehud Sharlin's uTouch Lab, and the haptic remote surgery tools of Dr. Sonny Chan. Students then gave madness presentations of their projects, including bullet journals for creative work, interactive violins, and rapid toy building, dancing robots, and even understanding mukbang culture. Next up, it was time for demos. We got to learn more about augmented tools for improv.
Performers perform with the robot on stage as if it's a character, but its voice is the audience. And in this case, we had an improviser controlling the go button, so they're deciding when the dialogue comes next.
Well, look who it is.
It's been a few years, I guess.
I know.
So?
Don't talk to me.
I can't wait to see this in a future episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
We designed what's called the Cyborg Warm-Up, and it allows the actor to synchronize their movements with their Cyborg XT. And here we have the actual performance.
Who would these sparrows bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country.
These creative collaborative spaces enable peers to encourage, inspire, and test out groundbreaking ideas and projects. They also provide many opportunities to present ideas to a diverse audience of academics and industry connections. I liked the design of using pictures of animals working with technology to prompt discussion and critical thinking around social media.
This is Target's algorithm to determine who's pregnant, who of their shoppers might be pregnant, and then they'll give you more ads because you're a really good conversion prospect when you're pregnant.
Then we saw physical visualizations of the university campus energy use and walking paths. The clear structures allowed you to see the color projected underneath the table.
With this model, the benefit of this is that they're tangible objects, so you can pick them up. And right now we're working on developing, we've just been debugging it, but when it comes over to this side of the table, it will then start to show higher level details about this particular building.
They also introduced new interaction techniques for working with topological maps. Visualizations animated people's comfort with aids. And there was an exciting project with the government on visualizing the imports and exports of energy in Canada. In the makerspace, we started with a fashion project that would measure the contacts of the wearer throughout the day.
I've been looking at ways to use fashion technology to bring awareness and create kind of empathy tools for things such as sexual violence. In Canada, 1 in 3 women in their lifetime will experience some form of sexual violence. Voltage increased because its electrical resistance decreased when I put pressure on it, so that's how I know that this area was affected and what kind of pressure it was affected with.
In FabLabX, it was cool to see how the programmable sewing and knitting machines were used to create both images and visualizations that you can wear.
The way it works on the inside is you have an array of 18 solenoids, and you're basically going back and forth, firing any of those given solenoids to move the needles back and forth. What we've been doing is we pass it a black and white bitmap image. Based on the black and white pattern, it goes row by row, and that decides whether or not you have an active stitch or not.
When I think about creative spaces in schools, I often think about how we can provide a safe environment for sharing and testing ideas, and how we can provide the basic prototyping resources that are needed to scale the creative collaborative spaces of the iLab. I always leave inspired because it's not just the cool projects, but also the satisfaction of seeing how creativity is still alive and well in the iLab. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified when new videos come out, click the bell.